Hi, I'm not thin enough. And before I begin with this reaction, I just want to say, please don't go and abuse Miss Alexandra Rodriguez on any of her media. Now, the reason that this reaction is a couple days late is that I got very, very, very sick due to my previous EDs, and I got a cold, and it ruined me. I could not move, I could not do anything. But now I am slightly better, and I want to react to Alexandra Rodriguez talking about what she will never talk about again. I hear it's very run-on sentence like this react, so from one disorder to another, let's see how this all goes.
I'm so done with it. Like, I've never been more done. Good morning, you guys. Welcome back to a new vlog. Look what's busted out. The trusty Old Navy Sherpa zip. I've had this for years.
Yeah, I'm starting to associate this one with, her talking bullshit. Yeah. She's gonna spew a lot of bullshit in this, isn't she?
Love this thing. I just washed it last night. It's nice and fresh. And, oh, that scared me. The person in front of me, their lights just flashed. They must be coming out. But,
Man, she acts like a war veteran with some serious PTSD. Or would that be CPTSD?
I'm at the OB, guys. It's my 6-week check-in appointment to see how I'm healing and all that jazz. So, oh my god.
Oh, cover your mouth, Alex.
Raining. It is cold. It is, yeah.
Yeah, we can see that. Thanks for the weather update.
I cannot form words. So yeah, I'm about to head into the OB, and I'm really excited to see how everything is healing, because I feel like I'm back to normal, but I really don't know. It's my first birth, so I don't know. But anyway, and then also after that, I'm gonna go to UPS to drop off a return. The Eloquii jeans that I tried on in the last vlog. I decided I'm gonna return them. I think they're actually a little bit too big. I don't know, they just don't look right.
They look like they fit you pretty well, Alex. Do you like only oversized clothing that says oversized? Do you only like that?
They just don't look right. They're way too high-waisted. They're just like baggy, and they're not giving what I wanted them to give.
Yeah, actually those pants did look bad. Yeah, I remember now. They did not look good. They made it look like she had a very long crotch.
So the barrel jean hunt continues, but look.
No, Alex, stop the hunt. Stop this. God, you do not look good in barrel jeans. Only the skinnies and the Annas look good in barrel jeans. Trust me on this.
Let's go and do our OBGYN 6-week check-in.
Why is she wearing flip-flops? I know I'm using the American vernacular here, but I don't want to be, misconstrued or misunderstood at all.
Okay, guys, I just finished at the OB, and then I just ran into UPS to do the return. Super easy. I just love how easy it's gotten to do like online returns now. It was like called Happy Return. You don't even have to package it up. Just bring a QR code, and they just took the jeans. Phenomenal. OB went great. Healing up well. All is good. And I was like so emotional because I hadn't seen my OB since like before I gave birth, because she was not there when I gave birth.
You need more friends, Alex. You need more friends.
And I love my OB so much. And I saw her and I hugged her, and she was like, "You did it." And I'm like, "I know." It was so emotional and so nice. And at the end of our appointment, like I showed her pictures and all that. It was great. And then at the end, I was like, "So like, when do I see you again?" She's like, "I guess like in a year for your yearly appointment." I'm like, "Oh my god." It's just so.
Yeah, she really needs more friends if this is the way she's acting. She's acting like Glitter and Lasers to John. John is Glitter and Lasers' employee, and Glitter and Lasers treats John more like a friend, and you can tell John is clearly uncomfortable with it.
emotional because I just like I was so connected to my OB after what had happened at the OB before, where I wasn't able to stay there because of my BMI. And like when I met my current OB, you know, she was so understanding and like so empathetic about what had happened to me. And she's just the best. I just adore her, and I'm gonna miss her. And because I had actually given birth, like I was right about to start doing my weekly appointments. Since he came 5 weeks early, I was supposed to start doing the last.
If this is how you get getting attached to an OBGYN, just another doctor, then there is something deeply, deeply wrong with you, Alex. To be wanting to be this connected to someone.
Last month, my weekly check-ins with her, and then she was like, I haven't seen you, and I was so excited to see you on my list today. And yeah, it was really nice to like see her, and I'm gonna miss her. I really am. Like, we had a really great relationship, but I'll see her for my annual checkup in a year. So anyway, that is that. I'm gonna head home. I haven't had breakfast yet, but I'm also gonna go to my mom's for lunch. So I'm like, maybe I had a Kind bar, so maybe I'll just like have a Court Power or something. But
Alex, I consider having like a Kind bar breakfast, and you've had a gastric bypass. That should be breakfast enough for you. And if you're gonna have lunch, have it at like 3 or 2:30. Cause I've looked up the gastric bypass because, well, I've been stuck in bed for the last couple of days, and all I could do, well, when I wasn't writhing in pain, and I've been looking up stuff, and this is the only thing that I can access. So I now know way too much about gastric bypass.
But I'm bringing Anderson over to my mom's because it's her day off, and I know she just wants to see her little man. So we're gonna watch Golden Bachelorette.
Oh, can you do something else than watch TV? Learn a language, do a craft together. Try embroidery, that's always fun.
Of course.
Oh, look at that.
I don't want to watch more TV. I've had enough of TV.
Look, they're playing tug of war. Why is that adorable? They're best friends. We're watching the guys play kickball. Let us know, have you guys ever seen the kickball played like this? It's kind of fun. It's like baseball, but kickball.
Oh, I must have played it in.
Alex, you really need to have more stuff in your life if you're just doing this all the time. You need more stuff in your life.
I've never heard of this before.
Good morning, you guys. It is super windy, so I'm curious how the camera's gonna sound on the phone. But I saw the comments about how you didn't like the audio.
Wait, what's that in her hand? Oh, another one of those goddamn shakes. Again, only Annas and Jim Bros need that. You don't need that, Alex. You're not gonna waste away. Seriously. God, woman.
Changing on this new phone, so there's like levels to it where you can do it at a lesser amount. So I'm gonna play around with it because I get what you guys mean. It almost sounds like you're underwater. So I'm gonna play around with it and see if I can like just do enough to cancel out the wind, because right now it's very windy and we're outside. Me and Bruno are walking, getting him on his morning poop grind while the boys
Stop telling us about everyone's bodily functions. It's not needed and it's gross. Just say you're taking the dog for a walk.
are back home sleeping. So, but anyway, good morning. I didn't end up vlogging anymore yesterday. I was just like so tired yesterday. Some days I have more energy than others. But yeah.
I think what everyone says about you is true, Alex. You may have sleep apnea. You should get that checked out.
Good morning. We are getting this day going. It is so crisp. Like, this is the coldest morning that we've had so far.
Another weather report. God damn it!
It's like, I want to say 50. I've got my little Halloween sweater on. It's been too hot to wear sweaters. Like, literally, it's just been too warm. Like, the
Alex, it's because you're morbidly obese. That's why it's too warm. Seriously, I'm freaking cold all the time. So bloody cold. Oh, at least it wasn't as bad as a couple of years ago when I was at my lowest weight. Dear God, I remember one day it was so cold, my bones hurt. Oh my gosh. Ah.
The morning's cold and the afternoon's hot. But by the afternoon today, it's going to only get up to 60. Oh, that scared me. A leaf just fell.
Another weather report, and she got scared by a leaf. More jumpy than an army vet. You got some issues, Alex.
falled, fell in my face. It feels really good to like just have on a sweatshirt, but Bruno's getting groomed today. It's been a really long time because of the baby coming early, so we were a little bit off on our like grooming schedule. I personally love his hair at this length, but it's a little harder to maintain in terms of like brushing it, and he just does not like being brushed, and yeah, so.
Yeah, you're just too lazy to wrangle him, aren't you? And you just can't move the way you used to anymore because you are very large. I hear you're almost 400 pounds. At least from Country Shade Tree. My mother of God. The biggest I ever got, according to American Sizing, was 200 pounds. And I was fucking miserable in that form. I was not because of the way other people treated me. I was just miserable. All the time. I just had trouble moving, had trouble breathing, and just had trouble being. It was just so troublesome. Can't imagine what it would be like to be 400 pounds. Dear God.
We're gonna go to the groomer, get him cleaned up, and he loves his groomer, so he's gonna be so excited to see her. It is Prime Day today, so I'm gonna be posting some stuff on Instagram and snagging some stuff myself. A few of my favorite, like...
Oh, it sounds like she might have some acid reflux there.
Skims lookalike t-shirts are on sale that I love, like the long sleeve for the fall.
Oh, Skims. Link, link, link. Money, money, money.
So nice, so I'm gonna grab some of those and any other household stuff. And this year diapers are on sale. I've been playing around with different brands of diapers, and I have some theories. I have some thoughts. I'll tell you guys when I get home. All right, you guys, I am headed to drop Bruno off at his grooming appointment. I'm also gonna go and return the jeans to Target while I'm out, because I don't know, I showed you guys the jeans. I thought I really liked.
Get a tissue for your nose, Alex. Believe me, I've needed tissues all week.
Them, but the more I like looked at them, they just felt like overall too big and baggy, and like they were just, I don't know, they just didn't feel right, and they were still like a little too long. Like I really want to find like the perfect pair of like my daily jeans, and I just feel like I'm settling for these. That's why I
First world problems, yeah. First world problems.
returned the Eloquy ones. Like neither of them felt right, and I'm like, if I'm gonna start this hunt for the jeans of my dreams, then I don't want to like settle, so I'm gonna return them. And also I thought to myself, I'm like, I should try on like all the jeans I had pre-pregnancy, because I have them in a little bin in my closet, so I'm gonna like see how they fit. But like my stomach's like it's just like a different little bit of a shape, so like I don't know if they'll fit or not properly. We'll see.
Is that because of your tummy tuck that you've had? And that's the reason that you didn't, bump out like you should have? Like, you bumped in your Instagram photos, but in your YouTube videos, you just didn't bump. Which is why a lot of people suspected that you weren't really pregnant, and I don't know if you were really pregnant. I'm just going to assume that you were, because some things aren't adding up and some things are, and it's just, you spin so many lies, Alex. Spin so many of these webs. I don't know what's the truth anymore.
But if not, I can always buy like a new pair from Abercrombie, because those were pretty much my favorites before. But anyways,
how many pairs of jeans does this woman have? Dear mother of pearl, you don't need that many pairs of jeans. I have 3 pairs of jeans. I cycle them out all the time. Yes, this is, so much consumerism.
me and you, Bruno, is like the old days running our errands together, huh? Oh, and I never got to finish my diaper theory, my diaper story. I had always heard about people talking about like certain diapers leaking and stuff.
Oh, yeah. Apparently she is allowed to vlog and drive. Apparently in her state, so... this is just, it shouldn't be allowed. It just shouldn't be.
That is so real. And I kept like trying to figure out why when Yarmin would put on the diapers, he would never have leaks. And I think it was just luck of the draw. I don't know. Like the way it would.
No, I think he just puts on the diapers properly because there's a certain way to do it and you just want to get it over with as fast as you possibly can so you don't do it properly. And that means just more work in the future.
All pan out, because sometimes I would have leaks even though I was putting them on perfectly. You know, I
According to you.
fan out the little ruffles, like I'm putting them on right. Like,
According to you.
I know how to put on a diaper. I could put on a diaper.
I don't think you do, Alex, if you're getting leaks and Yaman isn't getting leaks. Obviously, there is something you're not doing right.
And sometimes I'd still have leaks. Huggies have leaks. I'm sorry. In my experience, different diapers work for different babies, but that's my experience with Huggies. I am just not impressed. So we had gotten sent a box from Rascals. Let me turn the heat off. That's how cold it is. I have the heat on. It's 55. I'd gotten sent
Another weather report. Again, I think you're not putting the diapers on properly because they shouldn't leak, Alex.
a box from Rascals. Delightful, delightful. They are
Oh, you just want more shit sent to you so you don't have to buy it. God damn it.
so soft. I've had no leaks. They're insanely absorbent because our little boy, he pees so much. Like, we change his diaper all the time and there's just always so much pee. They're so good. I don't know where you can buy them. I want to say Walmart. I don't think I've ever seen them at Target, but they are very good. I also want to keep trying other diapers too. So let me know your favorite diapers. But like I said, different diapers work for different babies. That's like the moral of the story with everything. Different things work for different babies and you just have to trial and error everything.
Again, if Yaman wasn't getting any leaks with any of the diapers, then I think it was just the way you were putting on the diapers, Alex. Yeah, I think it was all up to user error or random error. That's what it's called when it's up to human error.
Okay, I'm back home. I just dropped off Bruno at the groomers. These are the diapers, and I'm telling you, I don't know, they're just so soft on the outside, and then they have like a really good stretch, and they just hold so much with like no leaks at all. So yeah, these are one of my top contenders right now, but I haven't tried that many. So let me know your favorite diapers because there's just so many kinds. Okay, you guys, I am up in my office and I'm about to get ready for the day. I'm gonna take some other content, so I'm gonna like do my makeup, and I haven't yet tried the new, like the lighter, less intense shades of the Milk Makeup jelly tints. I can't remember what they're called. It's like they're called soft pink, like the soft color. So they're a little bit less intense, which I'm really excited about. This one's called Fresh and this one is called Fizz. So it's like pinky and peachy. Also, can we appreciate our new little art
Get a tissue, Alex.
here? I got this on Amazon and it just says today
Get a tissue, Alex.
is a good day. So I hope it can like add some cheer and some love and just some good vibes to your day, because I'm always sitting right here doing my makeup and I think it's like pretty much perfectly in frame if I have the camera right here. So I don't know, I thought it was just a nice little positive background moment. But I also, while I do my makeup, I wanted to have a little bit of a chat because I had like
Get a tissue, Alex.
just such a moment the other night when I was watching this show on TV. I put on YouTube TV because that's what we use for like kind of cable.
Can't you do anything else? Read a book. I just finished Magic Pill by Jonah Harry, I believe his name. Yeah, Jonah Harry. And now I'm starting on Soul and Focus because I really like his work. It's really good. I can't wait to read more of his nonfiction works.
Energy. And on the homepage was a show called TV Moments That Shaped History, right? And I was like, ooh, this looks fun and interesting. I'd never watched it before. I was just like immediately intrigued. And this,
I'm guessing they would have like had Oprah on there. I think I know where this is going.
one was all about Oprah and
Yep. Knew it.
this moment in TV history, moment that shaped TV history, TV moment that shaped history. And it was all about when she had lost like 60 something pounds and she pulled out on this red wagon, like 60 something pounds of fat, and was talking.
Yeah, I remember this. This was when she was on the Slim Fast diet. She was on that for like 3 months, I think.
Talking about how disgusting it was and like, you know, just talking about her weight loss, right? It had showed women who, you know, had seen that, you know, live in that time. And they said it's like this moment in history, in TV history, that like, it just has like stuck with them, you know, and it was such a pivotal moment in TV history. And then the rest of the episode continued to talk about, you know, Oprah and her,
you know, her career, her amazing career, and, you know, kind of talking more just about the part regarding her weight and how it was always just this huge public topic. Like,
Well, of course it was. Oprah made it a huge public topic. You know, going on all those diets, being a influencer for Weight Watchers, just all that stuff. She made weight a center focus, well, a focus of her life. I mean, it wasn't all of her life, but it was a focus. And that's why when she gained or lost weight, she was the one who first usually talked about it. I don't know if anyone else talked about it first, but she always talked about it first. So she always was very aware of her weight. Yeah.
oh my gosh, they showed so much. I was immediately like entranced, even though it was just like kind of hard to watch because it all just made me very sad. It was mostly just interesting because it was so societal. It showed how over the years everything was just centered around her weight. Like,
No, it wasn't. That wasn't all Oprah was. I mean, whenever Oprah talked about her weight to me, it was like, oh, she wants to talk about her weight now. But it wasn't like the whole focus of her show. It was. I don't really remember what her show was about. I remember, but she was way more than just weight. She was about books. She was about society. She was about giving away free stuff, but apparently that wasn't really free. She was a television talk show host, and she was very good at what she did, and she's still very good at what she does. I don't know if she's still doing it. Yeah, but I know she stepped away from Weight Watchers. That's what I know about her.
like constantly, and this was kind of before, you know, my time. It was constantly her losing and gaining weight and being talked about, and like she was even getting interviewed on the show once and talking about how she needed to lose more weight, and it's just like it was so much, and it's just been this huge. I mean, this is not new information.
Well, Oprah really struggled with BED, and she really opened up with it, and she really confronted it, and she had a lot of trouble with it. It was only until the invention of GLP-1s that she really got, you know, control of her weight, and I really admire her for that. You know, sometimes you do need medical intervention just to, you know, stop all the thoughts in your head.
To a lot of people, but it just like I didn't realize how much her weight had been talked about during her career. I always knew that there was like, you know, some of it. I knew back when she was like,
Well, you're watching like a clip show of all the weight moments, so it looks like a lot more than it is. I don't know if you looked at it from like someone who was just watching the show over 20 years or so, I think that was how long it was running, then it looked like it'd be spaced out a lot more. And so and when you're around someone a long time, you don't really realize how their body changes. I mean, like for example, when I started losing weight, Mom didn't really even notice I was losing weight until I got dangerously low. Because she was always around me, so yeah.
part of Weight Watchers when I was doing Weight Watchers, and you know, it kind of also watching that it made.
Well, Oprah owns Weight Watchers. Well, she did own Weight Watchers and then gave it up for GLP-1s. Honestly, I don't know how I feel about GLP-1s even after reading Magic Pill. I don't know. There's a lot of repercussions here, and I just don't know what we're going to be looking at in a couple of years. Like with all, this is a relatively new drug, and there's a lot of dangers here. That's all I can see.
Made me really realize how much like our generation of parents had to go through, and why a lot of them were the way that they were / can still be, because it was so normal in the society. And I'm very grateful that like in some of my pivotal years was when like the body positive community started, and that whole.
Well, technically, according to Magic Pill, the body positive movement started in the 1980s in the UK, brought by this one woman, and she teamed up with a fat activist over in America. So I think that's when body positivity really was like an underground movement at that point, from what I can tell. Yeah.
Movement, because I do feel like we really needed that. I have so many thoughts right now. I feel like I'm just about to babble for a very long time, so I apologize, but like it's all just very prevalent on my mind right now. Watching that, I got sucked in for like a while. I was so just shocked at how much also just around that time era, you know, emphasis was put on, you know, being thin and losing weight, and like the aerobics craze around that time, and like how important it was to bounce back after having a baby. And
Yeah, getting fit and healthy after you have your kid, that's good. I mean, do it within, you know, a good time frame. Make sure you're not putting yourself in danger. Get the all clear from your doctor. I mean, you don't have to like have like perfect. You have the perfect body. No one said you had to. No one said you had to have the perfect body. I mean, you have kids. Everything changes. I mean, but you can still be healthy. Isn't that body positive? You know, if you love your body, why not make it as healthy as it can be?
to look good for your man, and like it was just really, really intense. Not to say that we
What's wrong with looking good for your man? I mean, if you love someone, you want to you want to look good for them. You want to put your best foot forward. You always want to look nice around them as much as you possibly can. You know, I don't see what's wrong with that.
don't even still have that nowadays, but it was like really intense around like the 80s and stuff. And Oprah's weight was just like this massive public conversation, and it made me think.
She made it public because she was a public figure. If she didn't want to make it public, then she could have disappeared from the public eye. Yeah, she could have done that. You could do that too.
About my public internet journey and how on such a way, way smaller scale, I kind of related, you know? It made me really reflect back on my internet life and career online, and how much of it has been about my weight, also by my own doing. And I was looking back at my old videos, and like my top performing videos of all time, it's all weight related. Like it.
Yeah, because everyone's interested in that. Everyone likes to know about losing weight and seeing how someone's body transforms over time, how they get happier, how they just feel like they're free from all this excess weight. I mean, that's what I did. I just felt so free after all the excess weight went off me. I was like, wow. Oh, look up here. Oh, she is almost back to this 2 years ago. Oh, from when she was having the gastric bypass. Wow, she's almost back to that. I mean, the filters are filtering today, but she's very close back to it. Yeah, I can see it.
Is like so mind-boggling. I've shared my weight loss surgeries. There's like, I'm losing
Failed weight loss surgeries. They've failed.
weight. I'm going to the gym. I'm on Weight Watchers. I want to lose weight for this reason. Oh my gosh, I'm gaining weight. My failed weight loss surgeries. It's like,
Well, you failed the weight loss surgery. They were training wheels, really. They're not like a magic pill that will help you, you know, just magically, you know, not be addicted to food anymore. They just help you, from what I can tell, from what I've read as well.
it's like I'm so done with it. Like I've never been more done, and I feel like I've ever so briefly talked about being done with like talking about weight and all that stuff. But like,
Well, then you have to rebrand yourself then, because you can't do any more plus size hauls, talking about plus size jewelry, plus size rocking chairs, plus size baby carriers, all that stuff. All that stuff is gone away.
like I hate how it's such a big part of my internet history, because I am so much more than that. And like,
No, you're not on the internet, Alex. No, you're not. You've made your whole channel about, you know, being a plus size girly, and you've lied and said you're 18 to 20, when in actuality you're, from what I can tell, a size 22. Although who knows with vanity sizing, but if you just put your measurements online, then we could kill this discussion. And yeah, you could be like, oh, that's what I am. But, you know, instead you've given countless girls body dysmorphia by saying you're smaller than what you actually are. And we've seen you gotten bigger, Alex. We all have. You're almost the size of your fridge. I think you are the size of your fridge. It's very disconcerting.
like it's such a bummer that it was such a prevalent part of like my life online for so long, even though I know a lot of people related to struggling with weight. But I just like,
Yeah, we all do in this heavily obesogenic environment. We all do.
I just think everything about weight, I'm so Like, it's worn out. It's been worn out. I wish I could go back and just like...
You want us to stop commenting on the food you eat, the food you pick up, the food that you look at, the food that you go to eat at fairs. You can't do that, Alex. You've had 3 weight loss surgeries and you've failed them all. We are going to comment about the food that you eat because you have eaten yourself out of the gastric bypass. You have been given all these opportunities and you've just chucked them away. That's all you've done. You haven't really used them. It's disappointing.
You know, change all those big videos that I've made and talking about weight so much, because honestly, like, it makes me feel like part of the problem, considering how much emphasis I put on weight online for so long. I also do give myself a lot of grace because I am a product of my environment and society, and
Stop trying to blame the society for your problems. Society has like a bit of it, maybe 30 to 60 according to Gene Eating by Gio. God, I can't remember his name. But you have responsibility too. You can look for information about what is nutritious, what is healthy. You can go to farmers markets to get fresh, nutritious food, but you don't.
I knew and only can like grow and do better. And that's one of the...
You have not grown or done better since your gastric bypass. You have not looked up nutrition. You have not stayed within the bariatric guidelines. You have not done any of that. You've done nothing. You've just eaten yourself out of your gastric bypass.
The reasons I am very grateful for, you know, like evolving online and, you know, learning to take off so much emphasis from weight and focus on overall health. I don't know.
No, you have not, Alex, because from what I can tell, you think of weight and health as divorced. You have still not grasped it, because you are very into the haze, you know, rhetoric of health at every size. And you can be healthy even if you're big. And sure, you're healthy now and your blood work is fine now, but it can still, you know, plummet. And Ina Cooney may be healthy now, but she is grossly underweight. And if she catches a cold, she will be laid up for months. Okay, I'm 2 kilos from where my lowest weight is. And I nearly felt like I was about to die. Yeah. So I am very lucky. Very lucky.
No, I don't know if I'm like articulating all of this the right way. I honestly, what I'm trying to say is I hate how much I've talked about my weight over the years on my channel, and like...
Then take down all your plus size holes, or everything to do with, you know, haze, anything to do with being plus size.
You will not catch me talking about that. You will not catch me talking about it anymore. Like, I have absolutely no desire. I am so much more than my weight. You are so much more than your...
You're not, Alex, because of your whole entire channel is plus size holes. And yeah, mostly it's just plus size holes. And you talking about being a chunky and funky girly, you know? Plus size girly.
Your weight, and quite frankly, let's just shut the fuck up about it. Actually, I feel like I want to go through and even just like private all those videos that are like around my weight. But like, I know it's also a part of my history online, and
the only way that you're going to separate yourself from your weight at this point is if you start a whole new channel and point it at something else. That's the only way we want to talk about it, Alex.
I don't know. I have no desire to leave them up though. Let me know what you guys think about that. I feel like I should just private them, because like I don't, like, granted, people have seen them and they're out there and they have a lot of views, but like it doesn't align with where I'm at now. And I feel like especially becoming a mother, like I've already had a lot of these moments like before becoming a mom, but the way I want to raise Anderson is going to be so different from the society I was raised in. And my mom did an amazing job.
No, she did not. She did not. She made you pay for your first weight loss surgery when you were 16 years old. and it was an illegal one in the States, so you had to drive to Mexico to get it. If she wanted to help you, she would have, sent you to a therapist or a psychiatrist or someone who deals with the brain, because I remember when I gained a lot of weight, it was all to do with me being horribly depressed, because a lot of things happened. Yeah. And maybe it was maybe it was something to do with your dad as well, Alex? Is that possible? The pedophile?
The bottom line is, society was very different when I was growing up. And I think my mom did the best that she could, and I think she did what was all very normal, when I was growing
No, I really do not think so, because you've turned into a narcissist who can't admit when they're wrong.
up, considering that, like, my other chubby friends were also doing Jenny Craig diets. And
You had friends? Wow. I thought you didn't have any friends.
things like that. It was a very, unfortunately, normal thing at the time, and I'm so, so grateful that, like, we've moved past that as a society. We're not.
Yeah, now we have Ozempic and GLP-1s, semaglutide, Wegovy, all those fun little things.
Perfect by any means, but we've come like a really long way, like in terms of how we talk about bodies. And I want to raise my son to not even look at bodies in a way of like analyzing them.
No, you have to do that. If you have the ability to see, you gotta use all your aspects in the world, otherwise you'll be taken advantage of and it will not be pretty. You gotta notice who is possibly a predator or who is possibly going to attack you. You have to look at their body language. You gotta look at what they're wearing, what they're holding in their pockets. Yeah, there's been some knife crime around here, so I'm a bit wary at the moment. And you're slathering a bunch of goop on your face, and you want us to notice that, but you just don't want us to, pay attention to your weight. We can't do that, Alex, because you have made your channel about you being a plus-size girly, and that's a part of it.
We don't talk about people's bodies, period. Like, there was this very viral TikTok that went around of this teacher and how she taught her students of what is like appropriate to say. And I'm sure you guys have seen it. It's a very, very viral video. And basically she said, if this is something on someone's body that they can't change within 30 seconds, like, you do not comment on it. Like, if someone's shoe is untied or like there's something on their shirt, tell them, because that's something they can easily change and swap and fix. But if someone can't change it within 30 seconds or something, or like a minute, I don't know what the rule was, then you don't comment on it. Like,
yeah, if you're an absolute stranger, don't comment on it. Don't shout fat cow at someone. If you know them and if you see them every day, you'll be like, hey, Samantha, your fringe is getting a bit too long there. I think you might need a haircut. It's not mean to say that, it's just being realistic, because they're bumping into shit and their knees are all bloodied.
Someone's hair, someone's body, things like that. And I thought that was a very powerful way to explain that to children.
If somebody can't change something about themselves in 30 seconds or less, then you shouldn't be mentioning it to them. If you say, hey, your shoe's untied, or hey, you have a little fuzzy on your shirt there, or if you say, hey, your pants are unzipped, I wanted to tell you privately because I didn't want you to feel embarrassed.
I remember at work one time, someone had bird shit on their top and they didn't notice, and I told them they couldn't change that within 30 seconds, but they were grateful they knew that they had bird shit on their top.
But it happens to all of us. If you tell someone something like that, they can change those things in 30 seconds or less. But if you comment on someone's hair color or hair texture or hairstyle or body, they cannot change that in 30 seconds or less about themselves. Your words have power. If you say something that someone can't change in 30 seconds or less, you say those things. Try to fix it. You try to apologize. You try to take the words back. Take it back, take it back, take it back. And you try to undo what you said, undo what you did. But it's something they couldn't change about themselves. And so it's very messy. You can't totally take those words back. You can't totally fix it. Your words have power and your words matter.
I want to raise Anderson.
That's good for small children, but for adults it's a bit more complicated than that. If you see them every day and their feet stink, you gotta talk to them about their feet goddamn stinking, because you can't concentrate on your goddamn work. And And yes, these people aren't wearing shoes either. They need to wear shoes, and they can afford shoes. Trust me, they can afford shoes.
And to look at food as fuel and not as calories in terms of like needing to earn this and burn calories. And
You don't look at food as fuel either, Alex. You just eat and eat and eat to satisfy some urge.
want him to also be an intuitive eater, because that was a really helpful thing when I went through that phase. Another thing, so it's just like another thing that I've
Intuitive eating does not work for people with EDs, Alex. My nurse has told me this. You gotta be on a calorie controlled diet, otherwise you are not going to eat the appropriate amount. You'll either overeat or undereat. Trust me, I know all about this.
always talked about. It's like always about like food and weight loss and all this stuff. And now, if you don't know, I'm just posting like recipes, because like also I'm not gonna be shamed because I'm fat into not posting food. Like if I want to go to the fair and eat something with my mom, I'm gonna show it. If I want to cook,
Yeah, but you look on your face and the way you talk about it, you just get so excited. Like astronomically excited. I mean, I don't get that excited about food. I mean, I did when I was starving myself, but never like this. It is very odd. And you clearly have a food addiction and you need to talk to someone. And yes, I'm talking to someone too at the moment. I've had to talk to a few someones because I've been bedbound the last couple days and I'm not used to that. I mean, I can hardly do anything, but I could still do like a walk around the block. I can't do that at the moment because I'm also afraid of that bird attacking me again. Yeah, I got attacked by a bird. Swooped me. Swooped me 4 times. It hit my headphones though, so I got some sort of revenge.
dinner to eat and survive, I'm gonna cook it and post it.
Eat and survive. Alex, you're not gonna starve. You clearly have enough adipose tissue on you to keep on going for a very, very long time. You're fine. And you're not cooking nutritious food. You're being very lazy in your cooking. I can tell. We are going to, as reactors, it's our job to critique what you're making and what you're feeding your family and what you're putting into your body. Because you're showing it and you are a person who's online. And you've graded yourself as an influencer. So that's what I'm grading you as. And what you're showing is it's not very friendly to a gastric bypass lifestyle or very nutritious in a way of life. That's all I can say.
I am so done with every stigma around my body and it being the biggest topic all the
Again, you talk about being a plus-size girly in nearly all your videos. In all of your videos, you talk about it constantly. Plus-size flat fashion haul, plus-size Halloween costumes, plus-size this, plus-size that. That's what you branded yourself up as. The only way to stop being that is to start a whole new channel. Be something else, but then you'll be nothing. And I think you know that too.
time. I want Anderson to be able to listen to his hunger cues and not have those get messed up by diet culture, because I feel like that totally happened to me and to a lot of people where you know
what messes up your body cues? UPF, ultra processed food. Read Ultra Processed People. It is a great book, and just don't feed your kid that and he'll be fine.
Or restricted and then you binge because you were restricted, and then it's just this cycle, and it's so toxic. When he's hungry, he can eat. When he's not hungry, he won't be forced to eat. You know what I mean? It's like, I just want food to be a very safe space for him, and I want movement.
Food, safe. I've heard of safe foods, but never heard of food being safe. Yeah, this is weird. Yeah, she definitely has a food addiction here. Yeah, I can definitely see it.
to be a safe space for him. I want movement to be about feeling good and healthy and strong, and eating balanced to feel healthy and good and strong, and to be
Yeah, for that you need to know about nutrition yourself, Alex, and I don't think you know a goddamn thing.
aware of how certain foods make his body feel. And Yar and I are extremely aligned with that, and I'm very, very grateful. And Yarman's also been like a huge factor. Yar coming into my life has been a blessing in a million different ways, but that was one of them where I was so in awe watching him exercise for purely health and to feel good and to be able to do things, you know? And I'm so excited to start working out again because honestly,
Why didn't you work out during your pregnancy? You couldn't have done a lot, but you could have done like 15,000 steps a day, work up early, although that would be very difficult for you. You could have gotten those 15,000 steps done in less than 3 hours. Who am I kidding? It would have taken you 4 hours to get that many. But still, you know, you would have had a nice start to your day. You would have had all that good endorphins, all that great feelings. And then you could have, you know, just planned out your day. Try to work out, you know, learn about nutrition, learn how to make baby food. So many things you could have done, but you didn't. God.
honestly, like, the older I get too, I want to be able to keep up with Anderson. I want to be able to easily carry him as he gets bigger and carrying his car seat and just playing. Like, that's what it's about. It's not.
Yeah, that was your original goal for when you said you wanted the gastric bypass, if I remember correctly. And you have mostly regained all that. Why didn't you lose some more weight before you got pregnant, Alex? That could have been a real great advantage to you.
Not about looking a certain way to fit into society's standard of beauty. Like,
The standard of beauty is all over the place, depending on who you ask. So I don't really follow any of that anymore. Well, I never really did. I guess I did wear makeup for a brief time in the 2000s. But, you know, we all did some crazy things back then.
it's so nice to finally be past that point where I feel like I've healed from that. But I'm just really overall.
I don't think you've really healed. I mean, you still clearly have a food addiction about your excitement about, you know, the Coke Oreo Zero and the apple cinnamon donuts and just all that stuff. The excitement was radiating off of you. No one should get that excited about food unless they're making it. Because I get excited when I make food. I'm like, oh, how's this going to taste? How's this going to look? Is it going to look like the picture? Ooh. Soup, 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 soup. Yeah. Yeah, I love soup if you can't tell. I just love how easy it goes down.
Feeling super reflective about my internet history and the footprint I have left about weight and weight loss, and it just being this huge point of contention and talking for so long. I don't regret sharing, you know, my gastric bypass, and I don't regret having it at all. Like, I've kept off almost 100 pounds since.
Oh, bullshit. Everyone said we have eyes, Alex. Is this why you said you don't want your son to use his eyes so he can't see, you know, when you gain weight? Because clearly I think you're afraid you're about to gain more weight, or that you have gained weight since your pre-pregnancy, even if you were really pregnant. Again, I do not know if she really was pregnant. I just don't know. And if you want to talk about the milk pumping video, we never saw the milk. And second of all, a lot of people said her milk has dried up because she was not around her baby enough. So, yeah.
Since having it, I know a lot of people say that I've gained it all back. It's just not true. But also it's like, why are we talking
Again, we have eyes.
about that?
Again, Alex, you monetize your gastric bypass. We are going to talk about it.
Why are we talking about that? That is like the real question here. Why are we so...
You monetized it, so we talk about it, and we talk about how you failed it. Because you did not use the training wheels as advised. Yes, I call them training wheels. Because to me, they help you learn how to ride the bike. Much like GLP-1s. Sorry, I'm just obsessed with them at the moment. I can't do anything but look at them. I want them so bad.
so obsessed with weight? And I hate to break it to you, society, we're all brainwashed. I think about if the media didn't exist, how different everything would be if there wasn't a preconceived notion of beauty and a standard and talking about bodies and weight and just how this diet industry is just this huge billion-dollar industry. And how
I think it's more like how, for me, it looks like ultra-processed foods made our food environment more obesogenic, and now we have these GLP-1s that can make us, less obese. And so it's like they created the problem and then they created the solution, and it's like, what the hell? And the diet industry, well, I get why some people want to eat it. I mean, I've heard about Weight Watchers, and having a supportive community behind you is really nice, especially when the internet wasn't as prevalent as it was back in the 80s. I mean, did it even exist in the 80s? I don't think it did. I mean, I know the internet didn't come here to Australia until 1994. Or was it 1990? It was either 1990 or 1994. Anyway, it really helped a lot of people who felt alone and felt like the weight loss was just impossible. There's good and bad sides to the diet industry from what I can tell. It's not all bad, it's not all good. You gotta look at it. There's bits of black and white, like body positivity. On paper, it looks good, but look deeper and, people are dying from being body positive because they won't say that their health and body size are correlating.
how it's all just to profit off of us. Anyway, all of this because of me watching poor Oprah go through this constant weight yo-yo, which so many people do their whole life. I know so many people their whole life that have gone up and down and up and down and up and down. And it's just exhausting. And it's like...
Yeah, for a lot of those people, they were emotional eaters. I know I was. And then when I was no longer in an environment that made me feel like I was being crushed from the inside, I no longer needed to rely on food to, hold me tight and say everything was okay. I no longer needed that. Yeah.
It's one of those things too, it's like when you get so complimented from losing weight, then when you gain weight, you feel horrible because everyone praised you when you were losing weight. And it's like, well, am I less than if I gain weight? Like, just everyone, stop. Just stop the madness.
It isn't about you gaining weight, Alex. We would be fine with that. It's that, you monetize the gastric bypass, you monetize being plus size. You're obviously lying about your size being 18-20 and vanity sizing in America. I don't know much about it. But if you just put your measurements online, then we could put this all to bed. But you don't do any of those things, and you've given people body dysmorphia. You are actively hurting people. And you want us to stop talking about it? Well, we won't stop talking about it because you are hurting people, Alex.
It honestly just broke my heart watching Oprah go through so much in the public eye with her weight. It was just awful. And she is a victim of society and diet culture. And
no, Oprah was a victim of BED&SA, much like your stepsister who was a victim of your pedophile father. Yeah. And I think those led to some emotional eating, from what I can tell. I know some tragic things in my past led me to overeat.
Thin culture, and unfortunately her public journey going through that shaped a lot of other people, and it's like this domino effect, but it's all around. And it's time we all shut the fuck up. So yeah, I don't know, I think
You wanted us to shut up, but we weren't, Alex, because you are actively hurting people. You have failed 3 weight loss surgeries, acted like the last weight loss surgery failed you, when actually you failed your weight loss surgery, and you are just getting bigger and bigger and bigger, and you're not taking your health seriously. I know aesthetics and health aren't the same. Dear God, do I know it now. But I don't think you know that, Alex.
I'm gonna just private my weight videos, anything weight related,
I want nothing to do with any of that anymore. And I'm unfortunately part of the problem of talking about weight for so long. And I know it's so interesting too, because when I was posting all that stuff and doing Weight Watchers and this and that, it was very divisive where a lot of people related to it, but a lot of people were disappointed about it. And it's like,
Well, yeah, because you lied about getting your fupa removed with tummy tuck surgery and said it was targeted weight loss through Weight Watchers, and you gave a bunch of girls EDs because they weren't getting the same results.
but the other thing too is if you want to lose weight, there's nothing wrong with that as well. Like if you want to lose weight for your health, there's nothing wrong with that too. It's like, I just think we need to stop talking about other people's bodies so much. Anyway.
No, you want us to stop talking about your body. We won't do that, Alex. We won't do that. We are holding you accountable to your 3 weight loss surgeries, to you lying about your size, which is giving people body dysmorphia, and we are holding you accountable to your food addiction and possible shopping addiction. We will hold you accountable to all of that, and we won't stop.
I hope all of that made sense. That was a very long, random chat. I did use this though in the midst of all that, and it was quite lovely. This was the Fresh shade. Like, it's so pretty. Of course, all my talking, I got like mascara under my eyes. Okay. All right, let's do a quick lip. I'm gonna do the Laura Mercier. These are the new Caviar lip liners, Luxurious Mauve. Just like a nice little nooch. The house feels so quiet without Bruno. Anderson's napping again. Granted, Bruno's like pretty quiet, but it always feels weird when he's not here. All right, I love that lip liner. Perfect little shade. Gonna throw on some lip oil on top. And I also showered and washed my hair
Yeah, I don't like that. It makes her lips look like an asshole.
last night, so I think I'm gonna throw in a little wave, because why not? And it's also gonna be cool the next few days, so I feel like maybe I'll wear my hair down.
Another weather report. God damn it.
I know you're all thinking like, okay, Alex, no, you're not. Anyway, let me know if any of that resonated with you guys. I will check back in with you guys later.
All right, you guys, it is a few hours later. I did my hair and I've been wearing it down for several hours. It's a miracle, I know. I'm trying. I want to...
No, you really should wear it down, Alex. It hides the fat. That's what Amberlene Reed says.
Get used to wearing my hair down, and I think headbands are going to be a crucial part of that for me because it gets it out of my face. That's what it is, like a stimulation thing. I don't know if that's the right word, but I get like overstimulated with my hair touching my face. I'm not sure. I don't like it. And I get hot, but it genuinely is very
That's because you're morbidly obese, Alex.
cool today. Like, it's like low 60s.
Another weather report, goddamn.
And I'm wearing a short sleeve shirt so I don't get hot. Like, I knew if I kept my hair down with a sweatshirt on, I was going to get hot. So we do what we can. This is, I know, so silly. But anyway, just got a bunch of work done for a few hours, and Bruno is officially ready, and he is pretty short. So forewarning. She sent me a picture, and I'm like, okay, went a little short today, but that's all right. It will grow. He's just like me. It's like you grow your hair long, then you chop it. Grow your hair long, then you chop it. But anyway, let's go get Bruno.
Very handsome, Mr. Plooch. And you got a Halloween bandana. Oh, beautiful.
Ah,
Hello, handsome.
stop showing us. God damn it, Alex. We don't need to know about everyone else's bodily functions.
Look at your eyebrows. Now we can see your eyebrows again. Handsome.
You might hear Anderson's sound machine. So I am coming on to end the vlog, but I also just have to say,
Oh my god, the baby is on the table. I don't know much about taking care of babies, but something is telling me that you should not have the baby on the table.
I had been recommended from multiple people to do the Taking Care of Babies course for sleep. And I just did it. I've been doing it like all morning, and Yar was half in on it, but like I'm kind of giving him the rundown on the situation. I feel very hopeful about establishing a sleep routine and very excited. So, you know, I just want to say I really enjoyed the course. So if you're looking for a good way to start,
I don't know if a sleep routine is good or not. Tell me in the comments below what everyone else thinks, because, again, I know nothing about babies.
establish a good sleep routine with your baby. I've heard multiple success stories. I mean, she has a ton of followers and she's like super famous. So I'm really, really excited about it. So I feel very hopeful for figuring all this out because it's something very new to us, obviously. Let me know if you guys follow Taking Care of Babies. We had a rough night last night, so I'm like, I'm so out of it. And if you guys have done the course, but really loved it. And she's got like a great Instagram and stuff too, so highly recommend. But anyway, I think this vlog's pretty long because I was yapping for a lot of it. But I love you guys so much. And of course, I will see you again in a few days. Bye.
Well, that video happened. I'm gonna exit out of here and go back to bed. Alex has really worn me out. Ta-ta for now.